Everyone, welcome back to another episode on the MTG Alpha channel. My name's Anthony, and today I am playing some more MTG Arena. Today we're going to play Mono Green Elves. I'm sure everyone has some sort of opinion about this deck, but yeah, it is pretty fun, and this is my janky version of it. Due to lack of wild cards and also not really caring too much about optimizing this deck because it usually just works. So the idea is to get out Craterhoof Behemoth and win, basically. Craterhoof Behemoth is an 8 mana that costs 5 and 3 green. It is a 5/5 with haste. When it enters the battlefield, creatures you control gain trample and get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. So we want to get out a whole bunch of elves and then cast Craterhoof Behemoth. We want to draw a bunch of cards so we can guarantee that we draw into it in a game. And so we have Beast Whisperer, and we have Llanowar Visionary, and we have Elvish Visionary, and everything else is basically just ramping so we can cast Craterhoof Behemoth as early as we can. So, yeah, Circle of Dreams Druid. Beautiful artwork. Really, really cool card. 3 mana, 2/1. It taps and adds green for each creature you control. So does Elvish Archdruid, but it also gives other elves you can... Well, this only works with elves. This is an elf deck. This is actually a really good card in general because it taps for green for each creature you control. This taps for green for each elf you control and gives other elf creatures you control +1/+1. Morrowind taps for green equal to its power, and it gets counters for every time an elf enters the battlefield under your control. Llanowar Visionary also taps for mana. Imperious Perfect gives other elves you control +1/+1. You can pay a green and tap it to create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. And Paradise Druid taps for some mana. Elvish Visionary draws us cards. Dwynen's Elite enters the battlefield. If you control another elf, you get to create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token, which benefits some of our other cards here. Tajuro Blightblade, a 1 mana 1/1 with Death Touch, because why not? Just get more elves out there to tap for more mana. It has Death Touch, so it's actually pretty relevant to just throw in front of something. Llanowar Elves, of course, 1 mana 1/1, taps for green. Pretty good. And then Allosaurus Shepherd, 1 mana 1/1, can't be countered. Green spells you control can't be countered. And if we can't get out the Craterhoof Behemoth, we could certainly win by paying 4 and 2 green and giving each elf creature you control a base power and toughness +5/+5. If we have Imperious Perfect, that'd be +6/+6. We got our Death Touch there. We got Morrowind, which is going to be big. So, and besides, we're just going wide. So 5, even at 5 going wide, shouldn't have any problems winning that game. So that's the deck, and let's see how it does. All right, guys, game number 1. And looks like our opponent's going first. We're going to keep this. Not worried about just the 2 lands here. We can get out Paradise Druid, ramp, get out some more creatures, give them +1, create more, so not too worried about it. This deck is not a whole lot of thinking involved. Just play your elves and get a Craterhoof out and win. It doesn't work all the time, but when it does, it works. 99% of the time, it works 100% of the time. Alright, look at that. We already got another land. So we're just going to land pass. Next turn, Paradise Druid. Okay, we'll have 4 mana, so we can get down both of these and go wide with some elves here. Sure. We'll just get rid of one of those. Play a forest. Let's play a Paradise Druid. Could also have played Llanowar Visionary, but at least Paradise Druid has hexproof, so we're protected a bit. Alright, they play Clothis, God of Destiny. These are both very good cards. I don't know if they're doing like a giant god sort of tribal thing. 4 mana here. Let's just plop a bunch of creatures down. Why not? Let's go wide on them. Let's do what elves do best. Go wide. Get rid of my 1 card here. You know, a board wipe would be concerning, actually, but I have no idea what they're playing, so let us, I'd say, as much as I want to draw a card, as much as we need to draw a card, let's just continue with our aggro strategy. Hope that we can get a bunch of damage through. They look like they have a response. Fair enough. Looks like we're drawing cards this turn. So I don't want to attack with the Paradise Druid because I want to get out another creature while we can. Let's get out Llanowar Visionary. So even a Craterhoof Behemoth right there would have helped us out. I believe it. What was it? 8 mana? If it was 8 mana, we would have been able to swing and win, but oof, that feels bad. Alright. Now, let's swing. Nice. Oh. Yeah, see, like I said, it just you kind of just go with whatever the deck brings you. Just go with it, and yeah, then stuff like that happens. Alright, on to the next game. Alright guys, game number 2, and we're going first, and this hand is looking perfect, so we're going to keep it. And of course, turn 1, we're going to play a Llanowar Elves. So let's do that. And then turn 2, we can play an out. Oh, okay. Mirror match? Mirror match, maybe? Yeah, this makes the most sense. Let's play Elvish Archdruid so we can tap for a bunch of mana next turn. Probably dump our hand. Okay. So they're not going Elf Tribal. Or are they? So yeah, they play Scavenging Ooze, which is not an elf. So let's do this. For each elf we control. So let's play Llanowar Visionary. Draw a card. That's pretty good. So this is going to tap for 3 right now. We can also get this out and tap for 4, which we don't really need to worry about anyways. And then we'll pass. So yeah, now this is a 3-man or a 3/3 with Death Touch. So that's relevant. Maybe they're just playing like a mono green stompy deck. Trying to out aggro me. Trying to go wide. Let's see. Well, should we just dump everything we have? Curious Perfect. Llanowar Elves, because why not? Let's just swing with everything. Let's worry about it later. Yeah, I would do the same thing, but we have 2 of them, so I'd happily take out your 2 Scoozes. I'm gonna keep the land, because why not? You know, don't really need any. That 1 mana isn't gonna help us out next turn, so I just like to keep something in my hand, keep them guessing. Okay. Alright, and they scoop. So yeah, that was pretty easy as well. I guess what I had planned on doing was playing Allosaurus Shepherd. This would have tapped for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could have given everything a 5/5 and swung for 20 or 5, 25-ish. So yeah. All right, game 3. All right, game 3. One land. You know what? Let's see if we can pull off a win with just one hand in our one land in our starting hand. So obviously we have enough ramp here to make it work. So let's see if we can do that. Play Llanowar Elves. Pass the turn. Ooh. All right, let's get out our Paradise Druid. I was really hoping they didn't just shock our Llanowar Elves. That would have felt pretty bad. No lands, but hey, look, we're ramping. 3. We could get 3 down. Draw a card. Drawing cards is good. Really do need to draw cards, but unless they board wipe us, like with if they deal 1 to all of our creatures, we're pretty screwed. So maybe we just try to draw some cards, honestly. Let's do both. See what happens. Maybe we'll draw into a land and we can do more stuff. Look at that. Okay. Now we could do this. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. At least we got ourselves another forest. That's exactly what I was worried about. I'm okay. All right. So yeah, that's no good. But we did get another forest, so let's just keep it going and see what we can do here. Drawing cards is pretty important, and it's a 2/2, so no more Goblin Chain Whirler. Mono red versus mono green. Battle of the Wits. No, I'm not blocking. There's no point. So yeah, this isn't looking too good. I don't think it has anything to do with keeping a 1-land hand. This is just a... Man, this is like an old school mono red build. This is like Ravnica block standard. Like sideways monkey and everything. And Wizard's Lightning. Yeah, this is an old school. This is like mono red standard from Ravnica. That's cool. Well, yeah, we're pretty screwed here. I'll let him have it. As in, I'm not going to just scoop this one up. There's nothing we could have done about it. So, as long as they don't play around, they could just end this right now. Yep. Yeah. Alright, they're just... Okay. They could have just swung multiple times and just ended it, but they wanted to sit there and fiddle around. So, yeah. Definitely lost against mono red. Not sure if it's... Yeah. Most of the time, I think we will lose against mono red. But let's try one more game and see what happens. Alright, we're back with our final match here. This is looking like a good hand. We got some ramp. We're going to draw cards. We have more than enough forests. And we get to go first. So we're going to keep 7. We probably could have mulliganed, but I don't want to risk losing our first couple of turns here. This is decent. Let's see what they got here. Slivers, okay. Yeah, unclaimed territory, actually. I don't know why I didn't think about putting that in the sliver deck that we built, but yeah, that's very good. Play a forest. Let's... Don't have to worry about getting countered, so I don't want to just drop a Allosaurus Shepherd for no reason. I do want to draw cards. Nothing really to ramp into yet. Cool. Alright. So let's just do that. And then next turn we'll play these and then maybe swing by activating Allosaurus Shepherd's ability, giving everything a base power and toughness +5 or 5/5. They play a land and Mana Weft Sliver. You know, very good card, but I'm not sure about historic. Definitely want to get Elvish Archdruid down so we can tap that for a bunch of mana next turn. We have 2 creatures that have first strike. I think, you know what? If they want to trade with this, then I'm fine with that. Okay. So we're able to get in for 2. Next turn. We just need 6 mana to activate this ability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if we tap the Archdruid, swing for 15. Well, let's get down some more elves. If we're gonna tap the Archdruid, then let's make it worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can still tap and activate. And they scoop. They wouldn't have necessarily lost that turn, but I mean, maybe they just didn't really have any answers afterwards. Alright guys, I figured let's do another match since these games have been going by pretty quickly. So our opponents goes first. You know what? Let's just keep this and see what happens. Alright, so they get down an elf rogue. And we get down a forest and pass. Alright, they swing, get us for 1. Let's play a forest and let's ramp. Definitely want to ramp the first few turns. I don't know if they're playing Gruul here. Yep, okay, they're playing Gruul. Burning Tree Emissary, yep. Definitely Gruul. Gotta have that in your deck if you're playing red and green. Forest. And let's get down Circle of Dreams Druid and hope that we could ramp next turn. That would be 2, 3. We get this down. That taps for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, this is looking janky. Let's get Beast Whisperer so we can draw some cards. Unfortunately, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna have to activate that then. Could have tapped for more, but I wanted to draw some cards. So let's do that. Alright. We haven't seen a win with Crater Hoof Behemoth, so I mean we've been pulling it off without it, but definitely wanna see at least one win with that. But they could also be doing some janky stuff this turn. Is this like some combo or something? Should be able to top deck a Crater Hoof Behemoth with Beast Whisper and all the creatures that we can cast. Okay, so they have 6 mana here. Looking for a Shaman. Faceless Agent, okay. Did they get anything from that? So no Crater. Alright, we're looking. Still no. There we go. Alright, yeah, let's cast the Crater Hoof Behemoth. And let's just swing. Oh, come on, you want to let me take the... Oh, no! That would have been an insane amount of damage. But we did it, look at that. It's at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100... 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160 damage, somewhere around there. Obviously, we could have milked it a little bit more, but, you know, what's the point of that? We could have cast these creatures, had them attack, and dealt even more damage. So, yeah, it was pretty epic. So, yeah, that's mono green Elves in Historic on MTG Arena. Pretty straightforward. We did lose against mono red. That's about it. We were able to get out Crater Hoof Behemoth at in the very last game, so you can see how crazy that is. But also kind of unnecessary. We could win with Allosaurus Shepherd, as we saw, and just playing a bunch of elves and kind of navigating around our opponent's creatures, if any, definitely helps us win the game as well. Giving +1/+1 to elves we control helps. So really the win con doesn't have to be Crater Hoof Behemoth. It can also be Imperious Perfect or Allosaurus Shepherd. So yeah, pretty straightforward. It's very, you know, if you want to win some games, throw something together that looks like this. I'll have a link in the description. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and make sure you're subscribed for more videos in the future. Until then, I'll see you next time. Peace.